Good morning to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another top 5 video. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing my top 5 favorite pieces that I wore in October of 2023. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the series that I do monthly where I talk about the previous month and my top 5 favorite pieces from my wardrobe that I wore in that month. Now, because it is coming to the end of November, hopefully I can get this video out before the end of November, but I do have a big weekend planned, so it might be a December problem, we'll have to see. Because November is coming to an end, that means I have to cover my top 5 favorite pieces that I wore in October. Now, October, that is the second month of spring for us in Australia, and I guess for Australia, at least where I'm living, spring doesn't feel like a solid season that I remember for it being like too hot or too cold. It's kind of this mixed bag where it's a transitional period to summer where then it is just constantly hot. So it's a bit of, you know, half the week is going to be really cold, the other half of the week is going to be really warm. It's very inconsistent, but I wouldn't say that, like, if you kind of get where I'm coming from, where that spring is this one type of weather or temperature the whole time. It's not like summer or winter. It feels like a mixture of both and very much just a transitional season. So really you're going to see a mixture of pieces that I would wear in summer, and also potentially a mixture of pieces that I would wear in winter, but I definitely would but on both sides of the spectrum there, though, I'm not wearing pieces that are like going to be for a 30 degrees day, and I'm also not going to be wearing pieces in spring that are going to be for a 10 degrees day. So it's kind of just smack bang in the middle, trying to accompany for both the hot and cold periods of spring. It's a very awkward time. It doesn't make it easy for your wardrobe, that's for sure. Which is, I guess, the main part that I'm just trying to convey here, that it's a bit of a nightmare from a wardrobe perspective. So you'll see this top 5 list for October and you'll think, damn, this is very disjointed and just like a bunch of random pieces. I just thought I'd forewarn you with that one. But yeah, I'll talk about these 5 pieces. They're not in any hierarchy, so piece number 5 isn't any better or worse than piece number 1. It's just the top 5 pieces that I found myself wearing a lot and the most in October, and that I really enjoy from my wardrobe. So yeah, now that we've talked about the month itself, the season that it's from, what the video is about, let's dive right in. Let's start by covering piece number 5. Now for piece number 5, guys, it's going to go to a piece that I've been using because my favorite pairs of Levi's jeans have all worn out in the thigh area, and I've just not repaired them. I just haven't done it myself. I haven't paid someone to do it. So they're just sitting in my closet with like massive holes in the thigh area, and I really need to get that sorted before I can start wearing them again. So my black denim is actually like, it's not wearable at the moment, realistically. So yeah, I've been actually having to resort to other black pants for my outfits that I want to wear black pants in, just as another side note there. But while I have been really lazy and not repaired my denim or got someone else to repair it, I've actually been wearing a different pair of denim, a pair that I have shouted out before as it's one of my favorite silhouettes that I've ever worn. What pair I'm going to be shouting out at piece number 5 is the Ralph Lauren vintage 67s, I think they're called, because you can look in where the zip is, you can look where the pockets are on the inside, and they make reference to this silhouette being called the vintage 67s. I love this silhouette because it has so much room around the upper thigh area and just around like the arse area as well, just around that whole area there. It's really wide and really like just large, and it's the first time I've worn a pair of jeans where there isn't a part of that area that feels restrictive. It feels very loose, it feels very comfortable, it sits very nicely on my waist. This pair is a size 38. Normally I wear a size 40 in Levi's, so that kind of just hopefully showcases to you guys that even with like hypothetically or ideally 2 inches shorter in the waist, the amount of extra room that these vintage 67s give in those areas that I mentioned really make up for it. So I'd say, look, if you're a bigger guy and you find Levi's like 501s or 504s really tight, go check out the Ralph Lauren vintage 67s. You can find a bunch of them like really cheap on eBay. I bought this pair from like an outlet store. It was just sitting on a rack. I would say that they're not super popular and they're actually quite easy to pick up. So if you suffer from that where you just like the Levi's 501s and 504s just not hitting for you, they're just too tight in certain areas like the thighs or the arse or the rise, yeah, definitely check out the Ralph Lauren vintage 67s. I was rocking these all the time in October, all the time in November. They're just my go-to pair of jeans now. They're really comfortable. I love the wash on them. The fit on them is fantastic. It's actually got me diving into a bunch of other models of pants that Ralph Lauren has done, because it just works so well with my body type and feels really, really comfortable. So I definitely wanted to give them a shout out in this video and definitely wanted to push them to you guys because I'm loving them. I absolutely loved them in October, loved them in November. Those are the last months of spring. Will I wear them in December moving onwards into summer? We'll have to see. But I wanted to give them a shout out and had to mention them as piece number 5. Moving into piece number 4, well, this one, it's kind of obvious. I went to Listen Out in September. I was gonna wear the artist merch into October. What is it? It's the Danny Brown and JPEG Mafia merch for Scaring the Hose. It's a fantastic album, one of my favorite albums of 2023. You can definitely go check out my Spotify Wrapped now and go see that because it dropped late November. Normally it drops in December, but yeah, Spotify Wrapped is out and most of my songs are from that album. And it's just an awesome album. I love the merch. I bought it in a 3XL because when I buy shirts these days, I want them super oversized because I'm going to be wearing that piece, not as a part of the uniform dressing that I normally take, but as its own standalone piece by itself. Because I have like just a bunch of tank tops and Uniqlo blank t-shirts for if I want to wear a t-shirt as the layer in the uniform or the base layer in the uniform. So yeah, I buy my like band t-shirts really like oversized and whatnot because I want to wear them as like this standout super oversized piece. But yeah, I was wearing this merch all the time in October. I love both the t-shirts that I picked up. I'm definitely wearing it a lot in November, and who knows, maybe in December because of its size and because it's going to be really flowy and not going to like be really restrictive on my body. I might be wearing it a lot in summer as well, but I had to give it a shout out today as piece number 4. Moving into piece number 3, we have this awesome tank top that I picked up from Melbourne while I was over there to go to Listen Out in September that I've just been wearing heaps in October. And I'm actually kind of annoyed at myself that I only bought one at the time, but I can always go back and get more. And I've found an online store that sells them as well, so I might look into that there because I've been loving this tank top. It's a fantastic tank top. What I have been wearing is the Neo Visions tank top in a black. I don't know the specific like name of the silhouette because if you go to like Universal store and put in Neo Visions and have a look at all their offerings, there's quite a few different silhouettes that they offer. But the silhouette that I have here, it has a really tight cut around the neck as if it's like a t-shirt, and then a really tight cut around the arms as if it's like a sleeveless t-shirt in a way. And I love it. It's got this like cotton knit texture to it. It's really tight on the body. I bought it in an extra large. I think there is a 2XL, but I think an extra large is perfect for me. I wouldn't want to go any bigger or any smaller. I think form fitting looks really good for this tank top, and I've really been using it in like a uniform dressing approach where I've been wearing this outfit and then just throwing outerwear over the top of it. And you'll notice that in the next couple pieces that I showcase in this video, because the next pieces that I shout out are literally outwear pieces that I just throw on over the top of this outfit. But yeah, I really loved it in October when it was really warm. And I feel like moving forward into summer, if I don't wear the Uniqlo tank tops that I've picked up, I might move to the Neovisions one, and then I might actually just buy a couple Neovisions ones and give my Uniqlo tank tops to some mates of mine that are around about my size. But yeah, I've been really enjoying them, and I had to give them a shout out in this video as piece number 3. Piece number 2, well, I did kind of just spoil it for you. We have an outerwear piece. We have the Capital Palm Tree jacket in the first silhouette cut. So not the chore jacket that I also have it in, but I loved this piece at the end of September. I wore it all the time when I was in Melbourne. It was my go-to piece to wear. I was wearing basically tank tops in Melbourne with this jacket over the top of it, and because it is a very light denim, it basically just felt like I was wearing maybe a tank top and an overshirt if I had to compare it. It was so lightweight. It's a fantastic piece. I love the colors of it. I wear it all the time, and I'm definitely going to be wearing it in the hotter seasons as well because of its, weight. It's just so lightweight. The cut of it's really nice. I've got really long legs, so a short jacket really suits me. It works really well with my body type. So you're definitely going to see me rock it more and more moving into the future. So as you can see, I'm wearing it over the top of the Neo Visions tank top as well. As I just mentioned, had to give this piece a shout out, had to mention it as piece number 2. And for piece number 1, well, this one I picked up in October, and I of course had to wear it to death in October because I love it. What piece did I pick up in October? Well, I picked up the Undercover Pink Floyd Spring Summer 2023 Animals jacket, and I love it. I love it. I picked it up in a size 5, and I'm very grateful that I actually went with a size 5 because it's very tight on me. It is a very form-fitting silhouette, so I would definitely stay true to your size, or at least get the measurements before buying, because I would not go into this thinking that it's going to be oversized. It's a very form-fitting jacket, and I found that is the case for all the jackets from that season that I've bought so far. But if I buy any further ones in the future, which I most likely will, I'll let you know if that changes in the unboxing videos that I do. But yeah, it's a wonderful jacket. It's not lined with anything, so no lining. It's a cotton jacket. It's it feels sturdy in its silhouette and its cut and its shape, but it doesn't feel heavy. But because of its sturdiness and the use of the cotton that it's using, yeah, I do feel, I don't even know how to describe it, but like reinforced or like structured. It's a really structured jacket, so I feel really, like I'm saying, like stable or statuesque in a way where I'm like, oh, this is a tough jacket. But I love it for that. Like it feels great to wear. I love it a lot. I wore it a lot in November as well, although I also wore the other Undercover Pink Floyd jacket that I picked up in November as well. So you know what's coming in November. But yeah, guys, loved it. It was always in my outfits going to work. I'm definitely going to be wearing it moving forward. And if it's not too hot in summer and I can wear like the Neo Visions tank top, I'd love to throw this jacket over the top as well in a couple outfits in that season there. But yeah, that's all the 5 pieces that from October there. My top 5 favorite pieces that I wore in that month. I'd love to hear your thoughts on any of the pieces individually, or what your thoughts are on how they work on like my body, how I wore them, things like that. Let me know all your thoughts about them down in that comment section below. Well, that's really everything I have to say about these top 5 favorite pieces, guys. I'd love to hear what your top 5 favorite pieces from your wardrobe was in October of 2023. Now, for a lot of you guys in the Northern Hemisphere, it's probably very different from what I was wearing, but for you guys, it's getting really cold. So I can imagine you're wearing a lot of layering, a lot of more exciting pieces. I'm I'm losing pieces of clothing left, right, and center to the point where I'm just wearing like one thing because it's just getting warmer and warmer and warmer. As I've kind of alluded to, I think the Australian summer this year is just going to be hectic. It's just going to be hellfire on earth. But you know what? I'll be very happy to be proven wrong in that regard if it's the other way. I hope it is for my sake because I'd much rather it's super cold. But yeah. Again, cycling back, would love to hear what your top 5 favorite pieces were in October down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to keep covering my top 5 favorite pieces from my wardrobe, you want me to do like a collection video talking about, you know, a collection of a brand that I've been collecting, anything really, let me know down in that comment section below. If you want to see more content like this, I'm gonna say it, you got to give me the 3 indicators I'm always asking you for, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and if you haven't already, the best indicator that you can give me is a subscribe to the channel. As mentioned in previous uploads, we're trying to hit the subscriber milestone of 3,790 subscribers before the end of December. Hopefully, with your guys' continuous support, we can reach that milestone before the end of the month. That's everything I've got to say about these pieces though, guys. So until the next streetwear talk video, until the next drop list video, until the next top 5 video, guys, I'll catch you later.